Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
Welcome to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. I am the host, Scott Strongbeard Bowders. And that's it. It's just about me.
Wow, just you. All right, well,
I'm
the
host.
Yep. Scott!
Wow. I don't think he screams his own name in that scene.
No,
it's kind of.
Did you want me to scream yours? Okay, here we go.
Well, here's the question. And I mean, this is really a question for Desiree. Does Scott scream his own name? I'm just curious.
Wow. I don't need these answers. I don't need these answers at all.
I'll get back to you on that. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say good morning, I'm traumatized, so.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was traumatized after that episode that we just watched. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That inspired the over the top all about me intro.
Yeah. I got feelings. I got feelings about this episode.
I got feelings too. I mean, I liked it, kind of, maybe a little. I mean, there was a lot of points.
Not like you did.
There are a lot of times where Des and I were sitting on the couch and watching the episode, and we looked over each other and smiled, yeah, I get that. That's funny, but
yeah.
And then you're done with the episode and you reflect upon it, and then
feelings.
So.
Yeah. We'll talk about
feelings.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm tired. We were talking in the green room. I'm tired. I'm always tired. I think that's my natural state now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I bring this up from time to time that I look around and I see Star Trek everywhere. I sometimes make Star Trek connections in my head that maybe are there, maybe aren't there. But I was at karate the other day and a new girl started. She's about my son's age, but I overheard her. A cadet, yeah.
Yeah.
But her name is Annika. And whenever I hear a real person named Annika, I have to just, wonder. She's 13 years old. Were her parents Voyager fans? And towards the end of class, I overheard her mother talking with the head instructor, and turns out they had a friend in common. And I overheard the mother say, "Oh, well, I was the class of 1995." I'm thinking, okay. So mom was 18 years old when Voyager came out. 3 years later, when 7 of 9 rolled around, she was in her early 20s. So I think there's
it's possible.
I think there's a 75% chance that this kid is named after a Borg drone, but I just don't know how to ask mom without coming off like a total creep. So I don't know. Well, maybe I'll never know.
It could be that she's not a Star Trek fan. It could be that her daughter is the tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. So that's
zero. Excuse me. 001. If you're gonna do it, do it.
001.
If you're not gonna say it, if you're not gonna say it right, just don't
call you
it.
out on that. It's Unimatrix 01.
You know how you do it.
I think it's 001.
Google me right, audience.
Dan, here's how you pull it off. You tell her that you're worried about your son. He had a spelling test and he got a 7 out of 9. Isn't that weird? And see what she says to that.
Yeah. Maybe she's the 7th of 9 kids. Maybe that's
right.
Where the connection is.
Maybe.
Yeah. Dog Green wants to know if we caught the Back to the Future reference in the episode that had 1.88 light speed. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, I did.
I remember them saying 0.88 light speed, but
okay.
Like it. Yeah.
Cool.
So guys, turn on your recorders. I'm about to apologize to Scott Strongbeard because I I made a mistake. It's
Wow.
Unimatrix 01, and now I know where my confusion came from. Earth is, I think, Sector 001.
Okay,
That's right.
And
It takes a big
I
man.
and I think Locutus spent some time chatting about Sector 001. So
Yeah, no, you're right.
I apologize, sir. What's the opposite of a nerd alert? Do you take nerd cred away from me? I don't know.
Yeah, your nerd
I
card
think
got pulled.
Yeah.
I accept your apology.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
Now that
That's
we've
right.
got past that, I
Yes.
think we can move on with the podcast. I think everybody.
Yeah. Well, let's get to news before there's more apologies and all that.
Yeah,
Star Trek news.
before we
All
have
right.
a-
Yeah. Our first news story comes to us from it's some financial website. What is this? MediaPlayNews.com. That old, yeah.
The Gray Lady, I think they call that one, right?
That's
the
right.
Gray Lady.
Yeah. And Paramount recently had their quarterly report, and they reported that they have lost 1.3 million subscribers. However, revenue is up, so that's interesting. So apparently, to them, what they say was the cause of the drop in subscribers is not anything to do with their programming or lack of interest or anything like that. It's the fact that a promotion ended, and so of course they were going to lose that many subscribers. It's totally fine. Nothing to see here. They do say that profits are up though, and that's due largely to the free ad-supported streaming service Pluto, which has become very, very popular. And so, yeah, that makes sense. More people are watching it,
Boy,
So
they
what they're saying is old broadcast style free television.
It's saving them. It's saving them, baby. Yeah, so that's what they're saying about that. That revenue increased 15% from 1.89 billion to 2.1 billion year over year for those sorts of things. So yeah, the big deal with Skydance is to officially close on August 7th, even though it's pretty much done. It's all just fine tuning right now. Yeah. So, but that's where we're at. This is what Skydance is picking up, down in subscribers, up in profits allegedly. So, yay. Why do you think people are leaving? Is it just promotion or?
I'm sure that's part of it, but I bet the larger part is content.
Mm.
I mean, you don't subscribe to these services unless you're super into the things that they're playing.
Yeah.
So if you're not into Star Trek, you're not into NCIS, you're not into any of these things, you're not going to stay. You might have gotten the subscription because you have Walmart Plus, or you have a certain phone service, or you are a podcast host. That's
right.
why you have it.
Right.
But for the average Joe,
I think there's another factor.
Yes. What's that?
What's that?
I think there's another factor. And that's the laziness factor. People subscribe to these things and then they don't unsubscribe because they're too lazy to go unsubscribe. So then something comes along that's a catalyst that will make them unsubscribe to these things. And I think
hey, by the way, we're doubling your monthly rate.
Yeah.
No, I was referring to the Stephen Colbert thing. I think people are lazy. The average person is lazy, and the average person is a follower. And I think the talking heads are telling people you're supposed to be angry about this, and because they're told they're supposed to be angry about it, they're going to be angry about it, and they're going to go do something about it. They're going to cancel
Yeah.
their subscription.
It could be all sorts of different things too. I also think that like there was that article I sent you guys from Rolling Stone talking about the state of Star Trek and Paramount and all that. And in that article, they mentioned that the more popular stuff is not necessarily Star Trek, but it's the Tyler Sheridan shows, the Yellowstones and what was the other one that they mentioned?
1923, 18.
Yeah. No, but they mentioned another set of shows too.
Landman too.
Yeah. But that those kinds of shows are bringing in audiences and not necessarily Star Trek. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Well, then,
I'll be right back.
Okay. I will put it up.
Yeah. He's going to cancel his Paramount Plus.
Right, that's right. He's like, they just brought it up.
One of these talking heads told him he should be mad about
That's
it.
Right. That's right. Now he's angry.
He's mad about it. He's
angry.
gonna go do it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm out.
All right. So our next news story comes to us from Cinema Blend, and Star Trek's Robert Picardo revealing something concerning that the EMH in Star Trek Academy should delight Voyager fans. So we're learning a little bit more about how the EMH is going to be portrayed in Star Trek Academy, and they had this article talking about that. But let me pull the quote. It says, "The wonderful thing about this series is that I will compare myself to the Doctor at my age. With all the experience in life that I've had, the most exciting thing is to learn something new at any age. The Doctor perfectly embodies that. So yes, you will see multiple events, but one major event and one major character interaction about something very new. And when you're 800, that's particularly meaningful." So there's Scott. Is it kind of weird that he says he's 800? I thought the Doctor was older than that.
How would he be older than that?
Right?
Didn't they go?
Because Voyager shot up like 900 years. Or, I mean, Discovery. I guess, yeah, he would be 800, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
800 sounds right to me.
Yeah, okay. So
I'm curious about what their explanation for his aging is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be? Are we going to be like, oh, that's lame, or is it going to be like, oh yeah, okay, I can get behind that?
Well, and the other thing is, I guess one of the characters in Star Trek Academy is a photonic life form.
Oh, okay.
So that I guess those two are gonna connect, being both photonic beings. Which we've seen that before in Voyager. There was that episode where they met the whole photonic life. So cool.
Always goes over well.
That's right. It's totally fine. So yeah, so there's that. All right, and then our last news story comes to us from, let's see, what is this? TV Insider. So there has been a lot to do with the whole, is there going to be a Muppet episode? Because as far as I can tell, they have not confirmed for sure that there's going to be a Muppet episode. There's just that teaser, and you see Pike as a Muppet. But it sounds like it's confirmed, because Strange New Worlds, Paul Wesley admits he's jealous he's not in the puppet episode. So there was an interview with him because they were all at Comic-Con, so they were talking to all sorts of people. But he says, quote, "I'm not in that episode, unfortunately, so I can't speak to it, but I've seen some of the stuff, and it's pure brilliance. I'm jealous that I'm not actually in it." So we're gonna get a puppet episode.
So
okay, I guess we'll see.
So we got a musical. We're getting a puppet episode. What else? What else do you think we're gonna get? We're gonna get
claymation.
A black and white episode. We're gonna get a silent movie episode. Claymation. Yeah.
Claymation.
They did the animated crossover thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
3D.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
So
Am I gonna have to go to 7-Eleven and drink 6 Slurpees to get a pair of glasses to watch an episode of Star Trek? Is that how this is gonna work?
I wouldn't be surprised.
See,
You can't get them out of the Sunday paper anymore because I don't think that's even a thing.
This is what scares me. Do you guys feel the vibe of the three of us right now? Because all three of us are like,
yeah. I said something to my wife. I said I feel like I'm falling out of love with Star Trek.
Ouch.
And I don't know. I don't know what to do about it.
Obviously, it's going to be counseling.
Show me on the doll where Star Trek hurt you.
Right. Yeah, you need to go see a therapist, Dad. We all need to go see a therapist.
I don't know.
I like that we're having this serious conversation, right now, and the Muppet is right there staring at us.
Yeah, he's staring at me. He's staring at me.
Because this is going to be like a cute episode, right? Or this, it's not going to be an alternate reality episode, is it?
Well, and we don't know. Are they Muppets the entire episode? Is it one sequence? We don't know.
Here's the thing. They have a holodeck now, so they can do whatever they want.
Right.
That they put in the mothballs, but
yeah,
that doesn't mean anything. They can pull it out anytime they want. They can visit a star base for one anytime they want.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's all the news stories. So there you go. Should we get to the main topic?
Yay.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the main topic.
Fun will now commence.
All right. So we are reviewing Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 4, A Space Adventure Hour. We will see what people think. Oh, look at this. Kevin's tricky. Dan, I have to agree with you have to see that we fall out of new Trek. The core Star Trek will always be there.
Yeah.
No,
you know what?
That's no, not that you can always go back to your old girlfriend, but even that old girlfriend who you broke up with years ago, you still have fond memories of the time that you spent with that person, and that's how I would equate this. You know, Deep Space Nine is always there for me to revisit anytime I want. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not excited. I tuned into this episode, and I mean, I watched it, but
let me read the log line real quick.
Sure.
When Lon tests a prototype holodeck with a fictional case that only she can solve, the consequences of failure get greater and greater, with the Enterprise hanging in the balance. So there you go. Here's the realization I came up with after watching.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think they had a lot of fun spoofing TOS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first, but I think they had. I'm sorry for clearing my throat. I forgot to mute the mic.
Yeah.
I think they had too much fun spoofing TOS. That first segment that takes place on a fictional show within a show,
right,
was so long. It was so long before we even got the intro to the show, and none of what they did there mattered.
Right.
None of it had anything to do with the episode. Okay. And even the credits, the closing credits were more of that. So I think they set up this retro set and they shot a whole bunch of stuff and they loved it so much. And it was so much fun that they crammed it into this episode, even though it was not needed. It was not needed.
Right.
They could have accomplished the same thing with 10 seconds of that. Oh, what is
or a
this?
1 minute sequence.
Paul-
That wasn't a 5
Paul-
minute sequence.
Paul Wesley is in this episode, and he's talking like William Shatner, circa 1960s, and what's her name's wearing a really short skirt. What's going on here? That's all.
Right.
That's all you needed. Instead, they did the first segment of a TOS episode, and then did full TOS opening credits, and none of it mattered for the big scheme of the episode. And then the story for the episode itself was kind of shallow too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think they were just stretching. No,
Yeah.
no, it was
It was-
recycled.
It was an idea. It wasn't a story. That was the issue.
Yes, that's
They had
exactly
an
what it is.
idea-
It was an idea, and the idea is not even a new one though, because
Right.
all right, let's do a holodeck episode. This is how it probably went down. Let's do a holodeck episode. Well, they don't have the holodeck. All right, well, we'll do a conversation about why they do have a holodeck, and then we'll do a holodeck episode. Okay, what are we going to do in our holodeck episode? Let's have a character who's trapped in the holodeck and it's malfunctioning and they can't get out, and the safety protocols are turned off, and
Fresh
we'll have
idea.
a twist ending to resolve it. Yeah, we've seen this episode 1,000 times
Yep.
on TNG and Deep Space Nine and Voyager. And even the main twist at the end was recycled.
Yeah.
It was straight out of TNG. Oh, you told the computer to make a villain able to defeat Data.
Right.
Yeah.
So they create not the character but Data. Okay, same thing here. She asked the holodeck to create a story that will be difficult for her to solve.
Right.
Difficult for Lon to solve, not difficult for Alexis Texas or whatever her name was. Hannah
Right,
Montana. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember the character's name.
It was
So
all
that
fan
whole thing was
service. I fangirl over fan service, but this was way too much for even me.
Yeah.
And those
Yeah.
those levers pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That was too much. That took me out. The way that Ortega's operated them was
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
phallic and weird, and I didn't like those levers.
I did love his impression though. I thought
I
he did
did
great on
too.
that.
I
Yeah.
did too.
Yeah, but there was so much of it. There was so much of it that it got old.
Right. The realization I came with
Now let me say one thing.
Okay.
I would look at Nurse Chapel in that costume until the end of time.
There you go.
Yeah, I like Pike. At one point, my wife leaned over and was like, "Who is that? Is that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Anson Mount. That's Pike," because he looked the least amount like his normal character. I thought he did a fantastic job of creating a completely separate character.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing. So
Yeah.
dancing
Well-
is TV's way of saying we are having sex without having sex.
Right.
Like I can like dance partners. Oh, the other thing I noticed, you just if you can go back one picture, the door. Yeah, they must have gotten that door off of a Star Destroyer
Mm-hmm.
because that door opened and closed violently. Like it was like the way that a Star Wars door opens and closes. That was insane.
Well, the thing I was going to say is it struck me that Strange New Worlds has gone from the exploring show to the fan fiction show, because it's like they're like, okay, what do people want to see? Oh, we want to see them as detectives. We want to see them in the 1960s. Oh, we want to see them, in this outfit or that outfit or this situation. We want to see them as puppets. We want, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not exploring. It's not, the core of Star Trek. It's just, it all reads like fan fiction. Now Spock has a girlfriend. Oh, but the girlfriend doesn't like him. Let's give him another girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like immediately after.
Well,
You
we've
know?
said it
Yeah.
before. The show is not showing us strange new worlds.
No, strange new outfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've gotten away a little bit from their core.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot away from their core.
Indeed.
You know, and they can't seem to balance on this teeter totter. It's either horrible Gorns are sucking the life out of you and planting babies in your gut, to dressing up as holodeck characters. I'm willing to bet that next week's episode is a serious episode with a lot at stake.
Probably.
You know, because they went serious, funny, serious. This is funny. Like, I think they need to have more of an even-keeled episode that deals with, fundamental Star Trek. Seek out, strange new worlds.
The
That's
next
what
one
it's
is
been
called
missing.
Through the Lens of Time.
We've talked about this before. We get 10 episodes. We used to get 26.
Yeah.
If you get 3 stinkers out of 26, it's not a big deal. You get 3 stinkers out of 10, and that's a 30-year season. And we get 10 episodes, but really you get 8, because the season opener is wrapping up the season before that ended in a cliffhanger.
Mhm.
And the season finale is setting up the cliffhanger for next season. So you get 8 episodes in the middle. And then if 3 of those are stinkers, well, you're at almost half at that point.
Mhm.
And I didn't hate this episode, but I'm looking for it to further, like you just said, you only get 8 episodes. I'm looking for it to further the story of the season. This kind of episode is fine when you have 26. I mean, this wasn't an Alan Moraine. It was a perfectly serviceable episode, but I don't want to see it if I only get to see 5 more episodes or 6 more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Then, easy up on the bottle episodes, guys.
I watched this Thursday night. About an hour before the show, I popped it back on. I started watching it, and I got about 5 minutes. I got through the retro field ship, the retro credits at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to watch this.
Yeah.
I already saw this. I don't need to watch it.
I was gonna watch it, and then I decided, no, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
So we've done this a couple times. Did you hear me, or did I cut out?
No, go ahead.
I said we've done this a couple times. I think we should do it again. Say one nice thing about this episode. One
Just
Well, I was going to say on IMDb, this episode has a 6.7 rating out of 10.
That's not horrible.
Yeah. So it's not the best, but some of the reviews are sigh with only a 10 episode season. This didn't help.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Another one, a 9 out of 10. They enjoyed the meta comedy and like the 60s vibe. So okay.
It was meta.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the bloopers at the end where Paul Wesley tries to do the Riker maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had me laughing. What do you guys think about Scotty? I really like Scotty. I like him.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah. You seem lukewarm.
What was the excuse why Pelly wasn't there to help him? Like,
okay, I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this. I think they are. Well, I think it's obvious they're slowly trying to replace her with Scotty,
Yeah.
and they're trying to do it in a way that they don't have to explain it. Like, I don't know if she's not. Well, she's going to be in future episodes because she's in the episode where they all turn into Vulcans. So
Right.
I don't know if she had limited time to be in the series, into the season, or what. But they're slowly. I mean, because they didn't even show her at all. They haven't showed her in the last, I think, 2 episodes.
Yeah, she was.
So-
She's got to be more expensive than he is. as an actor. So,
Probably, yeah, that's true.
that's
True.
probably what it is. Okay, we only get her for 6 episodes, and we get him for all 10. So,
Right.
yeah.
So they're giving these little, sort of excuses of why,
Mhm.
and they even call, like, even number one called him out on it. He's like, where's what's her face, and he's like, oh, she's busy, doing something else, and sent me instead. And she's like, yeah, right, I know she doesn't want to be here. Like, that was kind of meta. Like, I think they're explaining, she's not here. The actress isn't here.
So the Trek reviewer says this episode is Strange New Worlds equivalent to the Big Goodbye from TNG. I would say it's not, even though yes, they're both detective ones. I would say it's more equivalent to the Robin Hood episode, where it's goofier and just.
Or
the Robin Hood one wasn't a. Yeah, the Robin Hood one was Q. Q created that. That wasn't
right. It wasn't a holodeck. But I'm talking about tonally, just goofy and kind of weird. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so it was a mix between that and the elementary episode.
Yeah. So we know they're unshackled from canon.
Indeed.
With the whole temporal Cold War thing. But one thing that struck me, that rubbed me the wrong way, is how intuitive and interactive these holodeck characters are. And we know in the 24th century, when Riker meets Min, how realistic and intuitive she is. So that kind of doesn't add up. So they do that, but then at the same time, when they show us the holodeck, it looks like a TNG holodeck. It doesn't look like a Deep Space Nine holodeck. It doesn't,
or a Voyager.
Doesn't look like a Voyager holodeck, because the look. This was this is specifically a TNG, black background, yellow squares holodeck.
Right. Well, they're doing the whole. You remember the holodeck,
which was kind of nice to see, but
yeah.
It
was all right. And
so one thing I did like that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like,
no, go ahead, Scott.
You're right as far as, like, all this computing power, and they couldn't get ChatGPT to create some realistic people that weren't based on the transporter patterns of the crew. Like, they couldn't, but they were able to give them voices and personality and clothes and all this, but they couldn't just create new faces. I mean, I could ask ChatGPT right now to create the likeness, to create not the likeness of a person, just create a random person that doesn't look like anybody in particular, and ChatGPT would be able to do it.
Yeah,
it would have been funnier if they said, "All right, it can only use the transporter buffer, but the problem is it can only use one person, so it's that same actor playing all the characters."
You'd have to get the guy who played Tran. You'd have to get
You have to get Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah. That would be funny if it's all the same person doing all the roles.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was a little Easter egg here that kind of solves a nitpick that people have had over the years.
Yes. Yeah.
Spock in the past I think it was in Star Trek 6. He said, an ancestor of mine said blah, 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 blah. And he quoted Sherlock Holmes. And the nitpick is that Sherlock Holmes is a fictional character. And I think one time we talked about this on the show. And I said, no. He's probably referring to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock Holmes, because everything that Sherlock Holmes said, those are actually the words of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And he specifically referred to Doyle as being his ancestor in this episode.
Right.
So that was nice to clear that up.
Yeah.
I like these giant fake dogs. Those were cool.
Those are nice dogs. I have to say, Una looked absolutely stunning in this episode. I loved her look, her dress. She looked very, very cool.
You're gonna see a lot of people cosplaying as these characters at conventions.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Jess Bush used her regular accent for her holodeck character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scotty cracks me up. He always looks like he's up for something.
Well, yeah, and the Trek reviewer says my only problem with Scotty is that in TOS, Scotty is the oldest actor in character, and this guy seems to be one of the youngest.
Yeah.
He does seem young on the young-ish side. I just think that I think they're trying to play him like he doesn't have a ton of experience. Like he's really smart.
Right.
He's an excellent engineer. He just doesn't have a ton of on-the-job experience.
Yeah, the fix for that is high consumption of alcohol accelerates aging. So he will come in right where he's supposed to be for the 5-year mission.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like they had a lot of fun putting this episode together, and I wish that had translated better for the viewers.
Wish we'd had as much fun as they did.
Yeah. I kept trying to think like what would I do to make the pacing of this episode a little bit faster? What could you have done to, I don't know. The other thing too is like what was the issue with the Enterprise? Like there was some sort of starburst or something.
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. Yeah, they had to watch. They had to observe a star blowing up or something, and I don't even remember the B storyline.
Yeah,
the A story. They were the whole thing was they were testing the holodecks.
Right. So okay, I'll kind of ruin a little bit about story structure and everything like that. But typically, what you want is in a show like this, you want your A plot and your B plot to kind of mirror each other, so that they tie together better, right? So what probably would have worked better is if, because the holodeck is this experimental program, there's a key component that makes it work, right? And so somehow there's a spy on board and they took that component, and that's why the holodeck is now glitching out and they can't get a hold of Lon, and that's why she's in danger because now the safety protocols are on. So while she's solving one mystery, the crew is solving the other mystery, who's the spy, and we have to get the component to fix it, right? That would have mirrored a little bit better as to what's going on and make it more of a mystery overall for everybody.
Yeah.
So just an idea.
Yeah. I have to come to Jonathan Frakes' defense here. And I understand what Kevin's Trekkie is saying. He says, I'm a bit disappointed in Frakes. He's usually so good with making Trek. Yes, and I always I always said that, you know, he is what made First Contact so great. And a lot of people have told me, well, he didn't write it, he didn't produce it, he just directed it. I think directing a motion picture, you have much more control over what's going on than directing an episode. They wrote this episode, and then it was just Frakes' turn to direct.
Right.
You know, and so I do agree that he could have done something with the pacing, but one of the things about Jonathan Frakes directing these new episodes of Star Trek is that they're so different, and they allow things on this Trek that they never did in Next Generation or Voyager. They allow people to improvise here where they didn't. That was a no-no back then. So I think that this is less to do with Frakes and more to do with the writers and the editors.
Yeah.
So, because all the elements in this episode I enjoyed. You know, the things that a director sort of has control over, I enjoyed.
If they kept it the way it was, it would have been better as like a 35-minute episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Cut out some of the fluff, just get to the point, and let's do it.
Have more A story.
Yeah.
Have more A story.
So
I think that's the mistake they made here.
Dan, are you saying something?
I think he's just chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things that
So-
kind of oh, there he goes. Nah, Kevin's tricky. Okay, I'll forgive Frank's on a one-time pass.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
That's
Thank
my
God.
boy. You know, Frakes
Yeah.
is my boy.
There he is. There's Dan. Were you gonna say something, Dan?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you guys a question and then make a point regarding it. Do we agree that in the story, Lon likely had the ability characters? She's handed a pad, and there are some faces there, but I'm assuming those were the transporter patterns for the crew of the Enterprise
Right.
and other people who have used the transporter on the Enterprise in the recent past, i.e., Paul Wesley or
Right.
Captain Kirk, Lieutenant Kirk.
Mhm.
Can we agree that she likely had the ability to choose who she wanted?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, sure.
I think
I
I'm
wanted
running
to
on a delay.
reiterate that Jonathan Frakes, he's my boy.
Yeah.
All right. Are you
Oh,
guys
why I
hearing
have
me
that
on a
picture.
delay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that what's
yeah.
happening?
We're hearing you on
Okay.
a delay, I think, a little
Yeah.
bit. But what
All
did Trek
right.
reviewer? I don't
So-
blame Frakes. I blame the writers and producers because they don't understand the material Star Trek is based on, and they don't understand the material Star Trek is based on, and they want to push their own agenda. I don't know if it's about an agenda they want to push. I think they're trying to. They might be under pressure from Paramount to make something popular, to make something that the fans like, to make
Yeah.
and
Well, they
fan
lost millions of
service is
viewers,
always
so-
fan service is always
Yeah.
popular and usually does well for that kind of thing for
Right.
user ratings, maybe not critical ratings, but I think that's what it's more about. I mean, I don't think there's agenda being pushed here with the holodeck.
Yeah. This episode too, they did the weird thing where when she figures out that the safety protocols are off, she says it as opposed to like she accidentally gets hurt or something like that.
Well, she did get hurt. Like when the chandelier fell, a little
right.
shard of glass did hit her, and she started bleeding, which I
Okay.
thought was a poorly done special effect. It was obviously it was CG, so she did get a little bit of an injury there.
Okay.
Was she really bleeding, or was it a holographic injury?
Yeah,
It didn't look real.
Well, it didn't. To me, it didn't look real. So I don't know. If
That's
that
what I'm
was like
saying. I think we come to find out that the holodeck is smarter than we think it is. I'm wondering if that wasn't a real injury; it was a holographic.
Well, if it was a holographic injury, then that would not be an indication that the safeties were broken.
Yeah. Dan, what was your question earlier? Yeah.
I was trying to make a point that Lon could pick from anyone who's used the transporter on the Enterprise in the last year to populate this program, and I understand that Paul Wesley is under contract for X number of episodes as a reoccurring character, but the storyline from last season, she fell in love with him or a version of him, and then lost him.
Right.
Why would she then pick him to appear in this holodeck fantasy that her new boyfriend is helping her program? It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It didn't.
That's a good point.
That's
a good point.
Yeah.
And if they were going to do that, they don't even acknowledge that there's this past connection between the two of them. They don't even acknowledge that she could be looking at that character differently, and maybe I think it would have added if there was some reason that he had to be in there. If Scotty just picked the people and instead hands her the pad and says, these people are going to appear as characters in this program because I needed to get patterns from somewhere. And you see, just a a second of trepidation on her again. And then his character, you can see how uncomfortable it is for her. And instead they just glossed right over it like it never happened.
You could have done a bit too where everyone is saying he's the killer, right? That Kirk is the killer, the person he's playing, right? And you make it look like he is so guilty, and even Spock is saying that, and she can even be saying, "Hey, he wouldn't do something like this," and they have to keep reminding her, "These aren't the people you know; these are fictional characters."
That's a really good idea. Yeah, that would have been more compelling.
Or in fitting with the twist of the episode, if somehow make the connection that the computer had access to her personal logs,
right?
And she has made encrypted entries in her personal logs about her experiences in this alternate timeline with James T. Kirk, and for that reason,
yeah, I like that too.
For that reason, the computer uses that against her. That could have been so much better. Or okay, so the computer selects which patterns it's going to use to populate this program. After she said,
"That's not just me, right?"
No.
Create a
okay,
and the computer picks. I'm going to put him in there, and that's a pattern of her current boyfriend. I'm going to put him in there.
No, that makes sense. I see what he's saying.
You guys?
Yeah, having the computer pick.
Yeah.
You guys were spinning for a minute.
Yeah, you're losing us.
Jasmine says the computer is cutting Dan off.
Yes, the computer does not want these infractions upon it.
Hey, put this up on the screen. Kevin Strecky, I agree with him. The more suggestions Daniel has, the more I really hope you become a writer on Star Trek. Paramount could really use your creative passion for Star Trek. I 100% and wholeheartedly agree.
Said 3 times.
I really, really do. So, Danny, you back?
No, he just went.
He's gone. I think the computer is sick of him talking shit.
Probably. We did ask. Well, maybe we should save that for feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any last thoughts about this episode?
Well, so next week is Through the Lens of Time. So okay, don't know anything about it, but that's next week's episode. There he is.
God, is it gonna be a time travel episode or wait?
We just kind of had one.
Yeah, we just had one. So I don't know what they're.
So I'm on my phone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how much of that came through, but the quick version was they should have had her make the request to the computer, create a program that'll be difficult for me. The computer has read her log. The computer knows about her relationship with Spock, her relationship with Kirk, and because of that, it puts both of them in the program. That would have made so much more sense. Would have been such a better episode.
Yeah, I liked it. It.
Yeah. It was, the episode was a good first draft. There was fine tuning they need to do, and it would have been so much better. That's the thing, But power on, baby.
Power on.
Yeah. It's all good.
I need a completely new setup. What I've been doing here is just not working. This iPad is garbage. Right. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Sorry, guys.
All right.
No, that's all right. Well, yeah, I've been listening to the episodes to see if my setup has been decent. I think it is. So.
Yeah.
I don't know how my audio is right now, but.
No, it sounds fine to me. I figured out that my computer had been picking the wrong audio source for me past couple episodes, and that's why I sounded so far away.
Okay. Yeah, because you sounded off.
Yeah,
you sound
it was
great now.
Yeah, it's because now it's actually using my mic. as
Okay.
opposed to the computer mic is what it was doing.
Yeah, I'm
So-
actually gonna set up something where I'm not using the headset for the microphone because I want to get a better mic so my audio is a little bit better quality. So
I'm going to set up a series of tin cans and strings for all of us. We'll
okay.
just do
There
that.
you go.
Can you get them tight between Idaho, Michigan, and New York?
Yeah, I'll just send Ravens to dispatch them.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
So,
Oh.
all right. Well, let's get to listener feedback.
Listener feedback.
All
So
right.
to remind everybody, if you want to come onto the show and chit chat with us live, just you go to our YouTube feed and just literally type an X into the chat, and if you do that, Daniel will send you a link so you can come and actually talk live. So.
Oh, I thought you were doing the phone number, so I put that up.
Oh yeah, and if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, just call 570-661-0001. So guys, if you just want to just say how you felt about the episode, or you just want to say hi, or whatever, just
Is it-
send us a
Is it
voicemail.
01? The 01 or 00?
I think
Or
it's
0001.
00001.
Just hit a bunch of zeros and then one, and you'll get it.
Right.
Mhm.
Call us at Sector 001.
That's right. And then so we asked in our Facebook group, which you guys can join. We'd love to have you there. In the Facebook group, we asked people what did they think of this episode, and overall, people were like, "It was slow but fun." Let's see. Phil Marks is very disappointed with the whole episode. Just didn't gel with me. 2 out of 10.
It was the
Juan
okayest Star
Aguilar.
Trek episode ever.
Yeah, Juan Aguilar said not a fan of holodeck episodes, but the B plot was good. So yeah, Mike Medina said might have to watch again. Felt like it dragged out too much. So there you go.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
Yeah. Well, we got Chazbaz on the line, so let me bring him on. Oh, there he is. He's in the gym.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
How
wow.
you guys doing?
Good.
up?
What you benching over there? What do you got?
Like 100.
Oh, okay. Just starting out.
So not much. Let's just
Yeah.
Love
Okay. All right.
So,
Love it.
All right.
You'll work your way up.
yeah, I'll work my way up.
Low weight, high reps.
Yeah,
That's
high
right.
reps.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So,
especially
what'd you
if
think
you're
of
doing
the
it by
You got
episode?
on. You should have been like doing. You should have been doing some bench press. You just be like 99, 100.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, didn't see you there. Let's
Yeah.
talk about some Star Trek.
The gun show.
Yeah. Which way to the gym?
That way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the
Let's Going to
episode?
the gym. This guy.
This
That's right.
The episode was costumes and wigs. So
Yeah.
there was some really good quality wigs on this one.
There were some good quality wigs. I was glad to see.
It was
see
like
Una's
Pike's hair was probably
hair
the
different.
best. So it's like he was
Yeah.
the least recognizable character of the whole episode.
Pike had
Hmm.
some good hair, as always.
And
As always.
I did kind of like the retro set from the 70s. It reminded me a cross between Doctor Who and Star Trek. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that old set seemed like fun.
yeah,
That's for
it
sure.
almost remind if they did Star Trek Continues or something in the 70s, what would Star Trek look like? And it probably would look similar to that before Star Wars. It would have been this kind of ugly set, and ugly costumes and vibrant colors.
I guess for me, like the more I think about it, more of my issue with it is if they wanted to do a detective mystery, we did those before with Picard, right?
Mhm.
When he was Dixon Hill. And if they wanted to do this retro space thing, we did that before in Voyager with Captain Proton. So
Mhm.
both major elements of this episode have been done before in Star Trek,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Just they combined them all. So
Yeah, like could have done something else.
yeah,
I mean, they got the strange part of the strange new
So-
worlds. Now we just need
Yeah.
the new world.
This is my
Right.
question on the holodeck. I thought it was a new technology in next gen, right?
Well, apparently they
Right.
perfected it by then.
Well,
Because-
they sort of explained it away in they invented the holodeck. They want to test it out, but the problem is it takes up way too much computing power, and
Right.
the safety protocols don't work. And they're like, we're going to mothball this. And so, I mean, I think Pike even says, just wrap it up, put it away, mothball it, junk, put it in a box and
Right.
store it in the same.
You're not
place
ready
they
for this
store everything in
mogwai.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's where it's going to go for the next 100 years or 80
Right.
years.
Yeah.
And so they just unboxed it 80 years later.
So do you
You
think they'll rebox it again here in a couple of seasons or next season?
No,
Probably.
they're going to. Hopefully, they're going to learn from their mistake and
not do it.
right.
That always happens. They always learn
Yeah.
from their.
Oh yeah, they always learn.
I
They always
always
learn their
They
lesson.
don't.
I
They don't
always
create
love.
sequel spin-off series to shows that. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, when they do an episode like this, it's always the bridge crew. It's always the people
yeah.
that sit around the table and hang out with them. It's nobody else on the ship. It's just the, about 7 primary characters, and that's all.
Oh my God. They could have done just some random crewman that's the murder victim who's
Yeah.
wearing a red shirt.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go meta, go meta. you know?
Yeah. Just have fun. Just
Yeah.
have their random red shirt, say hi
Yeah.
at the beginning, and then
Just say he's the executive producer or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
just boom.
That's what
That would have been good.
producer's kid.
That would have been good. He's wearing like a red polo. Yeah.
But that ship that Paul Wesley was flying was hilarious. So
The Adventurer.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I wonder what Shatner thinks. Is like, is this how you think I act?
So I feel like the amount of times the holodeck has malfunctioned
Yep.
in Star Trek, I feel like there would have to be a protocol for that. Like
Mhm.
if you're stuck in a holodeck that's malfunctioning and they
Mhm.
can't get the door open, let's equate it to a fire. There's someone stuck in a burning building. You call the fire department. They force the door open, and then they go inside wearing protective gear that protects them from fire. Why is there not the equivalent of that for the holodeck? They force the door open, and somebody wearing a suit that's not affected by holographic matter can just walk from one end of that room to the other
Mhm.
unimpeded and pick up that person and carry them out.
And that's why you should be
I would
promoted
posit
to
that
lieutenant commander
not
and become the
having
safety
that-
officer. Yeah.
Well,
You're
not having that
absolutely
would
right.
be irresponsible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
just-
funny to me that like she decides, all right, to relax, I'm going to do this murder mystery. When Voyager did it right, and they were like, "Hey, if we're going to turn on this holodeck, let's go to a beach resort."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to France or
Yeah.
this.
Let's just hang out at a bar. That's it. Like, just,
Or you have the Heroian take control and then make you suffer through it.
right,
The whole
right.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah. They've definitely made the hollow technology way more trouble than it's worth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why
Because
not
if
just transport
it
them
was
out
real,
of the
they would have
holodeck?
banned the holodecks decades ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Like,
understandable.
only
with
for
Voyager
official training
because-
purposes only.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
it.
So Trek viewer wants to know why not just transport them out of the holodeck. They didn't give a reason. They never brought it up. But I mean, you could
They
have
never even
easily
brought it
just
up.
with the premise of the show just said it's too much power to operate the transporter and deal with whatever the Enterprise is dealing with and the holodeck.
Because they were having computer issues too. So
yeah.
I would imagine in order to use the transporters, your computer probably has to be in pretty good
Working.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I never understood why they couldn't just pull the plug. Like, is there no metaphorical plug to just shut it off and then she's just standing in an empty
they
room?
mentioned
Because you're on
something
different
about
levels.
the holodecks having
Yeah.
an independent power source. They made a pretty
Okay.
big deal about mentioning that.
Yeah, but even
and I
that power
forgot
source
why.
you can pull the plug.
Yeah.
But wasn't
The
also the
only thing I
issue
could
was
come
that
up with, I thought about that a couple times. Why can't they just pull the plug on the holodeck? And the thing that I came up with is the holographic stuff in there is solid. So imagine you're in a room and everything is made of glass, and suddenly everything in that room explodes. And now there are shards of glass traveling
by tractor beams and force fields.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, like you just said, everything's made of glass and everything explodes. Well,
yeah, I'm just saying, that, all those
thinking
force fields that are in there,
that's holding everything up.
Suddenly they shattered and little.
I was thinking
my
too,
guess is if
you're
you
on
cut
a
the
different
power like
level,
that,
you
if
could
you cut
fall.
the power like that, you can't. When it normally shuts down, it takes the time to disassemble everything that's been replicated. If you just cut the power, everything that's been replicated just falls or just disappears. Or, it doesn't just disappear. So that could create a danger too.
You know, they should do that with some red shirts and just kill them all and just show like what happens if you turn it on.
Happens. They should have a holodeck safety training video.
Well, they ought to have like a stinger episode, like at the beginning, like something horrible happens on the holodeck with some red shirts, right? You see them all like fall and explode in there. Then they got to solve the mystery how to fix the holodeck.
They should have Scotty make a holodeck safety training video.
Yeah.
Where before you use the holodeck, you have to go through a holographic version of Scotty comes up and says, hello, you've decided to use the holodeck. Here's a few safety protocol things you should know.
Do you think?
But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be Scotty. It should be the hometown buffet guy, where he's like,
That's
"Hey,
right.
it's still hot out there."
Well, he's slicing a brisket.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
What about them Sooners? Ha ha ha.
All right, guys. I got company coming at 1, and I got to mow the lawn. So it's
Okay.
stop
Sounds good, man.
Oh, thank God I mowed the lawn yesterday.
All right,
See
guys.
ya.
Bye.
See you next time.
Hey, can I ask you guys about Fantastic Four?
Okay.
Yes, you may.
Since everybody's seen it now.
Spoilers if you haven't, guys. Okay, yeah.
Spoiler alert for Fantastic Four.
What did you guys think? I mean, that to transport a planet and everybody agreeing upon it.
Yeah, that was the big far-fetched thing. Where were they going to transport it to?
Some other galaxy where they would have been.
Was it just going to be a rogue planet without a sun where everybody?
No. They said they were within a habitable zone of another.
And then
star,
somehow
so.
they're going to transport our moon too. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like
I
like Neil deGrasse Tyson to answer this question.
Yeah.
I'll send in a question to start.
I'm sure he's had several, probably thousands right now.
I saw some like comic book YouTuber that I watch talk about this, and he said that is very much a Reed Richards thing to do. Is we just got to move the whole planet. We'll just do that. When the real answer was like, well, we could just move Galactus.
Right.
Yeah.
Change the gravitational constant of the universe.
It's like, I really warped an egg across the room. I think I can warp the whole planet now.
That's right. Yeah. Like that kind of like, that makes sense to me. Like, yeah, he overthought it.
Wait.
But maybe in universe 838, that sort of thing is possible.
Well, it makes sense when like that's the danger. We need to run away from the danger, as opposed to let's make the danger run away from us.
Well, you sure as hell know that wouldn't work on our Earth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The most realistic part of that was everybody working together for one common goal.
Yeah.
Nope, wouldn't happen.
No, would not happen.
Even if the aliens came down and said, "Look, we have a solution for you. This is how it's going to be, and we'll save your entire planet. We've already done it 10 dozen times before. It worked out great. You got to work together. It's going to take a little bit of resources, but it won't be devastating for your economies worldwide." Everybody
we would fight them.
Fake news
for no reason.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just fight.
I don't believe in these aliens. It's CGI.
We'd all be dressed as birds.
They're just trying to push their alien agenda on us.
That's right. Who are they to say?
Yeah, birds aren't real. So screw you guys.
That's right. That's right.
Fox News would hate them. CNN would hate them. Nobody would be able to agree. The left would hate it. The right would hate it.
Be on there ranting.
Really, they just fell from the sky and they're supposed to help us out? Yeah.
Some big alien's gonna eat our planet. Like, what the
Yeah.
F, you know?
They don't know what it means to be human. Yeah, all of that. All of it. Just, yeah.
Yeah, there was a little plot hole for me on there. I was like, my wife looked at me. She's like, "They're gonna move the planet." I'm like, "Yeah." So that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I just wanted to see a Donald Trump inserted into that movie where he talked about what was about to go on.
Yeah,
No,
I would like
I
to see
don't want
somebody that's.
I don't want to at all.
Well, you got to have like some incompetent leader that would be fighting back, and that's probably
We
why
have the best planet transporters of anybody.
Oh God,
Simply
no.
the best.
No.
be the best. It's the fastest.
We had an incompetent leader. We had Mole Man. He was just kind of goofy and
hey,
goofy and weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
He was nice enough to let
Man.
everybody go under Earth.
That's right. Subterranea. I did like when he was like, "Hey, wipe your feet."
Subterranea.
Yeah.
I would like to see the whole movie because I know about 40 minutes was edited out,
Yeah.
and you could tell that there's probably more scenes with Mole Man and
Oh, really? Well, Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe they'll do the what was his name? John Malkovich.
John Malkovich, because John Malkovich got completely written out of the movie. He was supposed to control those orangutans.
Oh, he was in it. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, he was in it. He was in it.
Yeah, he had like whole scenes like completely erased.
Yeah,
because they're trying to make them shorter because they're going over to 2 hours 40 minutes, and you get more screen time if you have shorter movies, about 2 hours 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, and the thought is,
screens.
People aren't going to the theater because they're like, I don't want to spend 3 hours in a theater.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, we can get them shorter. That's more viewings every day.
Mm-hmm.
And so theoretically they can make more money and people will theoretically go.
Yeah.
That's
Spielberg and Lucas had that method back in the day, and that's why all theirs did so popular.
Yeah.
And then since digital, instead of film, you have digital, they can record as much as they want and they don't edit as like they should edit.
Right.
Some things go on too long.
Well, that's what Marvel does, right? Like it's not that they don't have finished scripts when they start shooting. It's that they get new ideas as they're shooting. And they're like, oh, now we're going to change this. And that changes the whole, it's that domino effect.
And it balloons that budget to.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Big time.
And I mean, hell, this next Avenger movie's probably going to be way up there with all the actors.
Well, they asked Rebecca Romaine, like, oh, how much are you going to be in the movie or something like that? And she was like, yeah, I don't know. It just kind of depends.
She can get cut.
They can call me back if they want to, but
she can put on that blue makeup, do all that, and get completely cut. So
God, that would suck.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully maybe they CG it on her because they might have better technology.
I mean, if you notice, they're not getting Jennifer Lawrence back in there at least.
No. Well, yeah. She's got her Oscars, so she don't care.
Well,
she
may not want to go into the makeup again.
No.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that could be.
She might say, if you let me just walk on there as Jennifer Lawrence, sure.
Right.
But,
yeah.
It's like, I'll be Jennifer Lawrence, but I'm not going to be Mystique. So
right. Or I'll be Raven. I'll be,
whatever.
And if they wanted to do like a CG, I get it. She doesn't need the money to do it, and from what she said, the makeup process is horrible.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame her.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I saw a thing too with Kelsey Grammer was like when they asked him to be Beast in the Marvels.
Oh man,
he was like, "Yeah, he'll do it," but he was like, "Yeah, I was dreading doing the makeup," and then they told him, "No, it's all CGI. It's fine. You don't have to do anything."
So excited,
and he was like, "Oh, okay, great."
Yeah, he was super stoked about that.
Yeah.
And he's a perfect Beast. I mean, he has a perfect voice, everything.
He's got the perfect voice for Beast.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep. That was some good casting.
That wasn't casting. That was just like, oh yeah, of course he's Beast.
Yeah, he's
born
to play the role.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Patrick Stewart was born to play Xavier, kind of.
Well, and James Marsters, is that his name?
Marsden, yeah.
Marsden is playing Cyclops, an underrated underrated actor and an underrated character in the X-Men franchise.
Did you ever see his show? It was on
The one
Prime,
where he's the juror.
where the jury duty show.
I need to watch that. I hear it's
No, I heard about it, but
gotta
no.
watch.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It's a fake reality show.
Yeah,
It's all just a gag against one dude, but it is so good.
Oh,
yeah.
check it out.
This one
Yeah.
guy doesn't realize he's in on the gag, that it's a fake trial
Yeah,
and it's fake jury, everything.
he just thinks he's on a jury with James Marsden.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so
Okay.
awesome.
Just think this poor guy's waking up every morning like, man, I gotta wake up and go
Yeah.
to court.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's great. It's such a funny show. It's such a funny show.
Yeah, I'll
Kevin
have to check
Strecke,
it out.
excited to see Tom Holland back as Spider-Man in Brand New Day. Teasers show up the Back to Basics uniform. Yeah, I did see that. Uniform looks great. I also actually, before we got started with the episode today, I saw a clip from filming, and he walked over to a bunch of fans watching the filming, and he's all in uniform, and he's got the whole thing on, and he's all waving at everybody, and they're like, "Oh, will you sign this?" And he's like, "I can't. The gloves, it'll ruin the gloves with the ink. Sorry."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for this movie. So
Yeah.
because the last Spider-Man movie was fun, and
Yeah.
this one I think will, and plus you'll
Yeah.
introduce probably.
I can't wait for him to get his crypto.
Yeah,
They're all going to get cryptos at this point.
is he gonna get Spider Pig?
Spider Pig, sure, why not?
Yeah, it's just as
Why
Spider
not?
Pig.
Why not? All right. Well, I think that's pretty much wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
So
forget,
we'll-
everybody, check out Trekcast.com. We've got some bios of all of us folks over there. Plus, we got a cool merch section. We got some great t-shirts from Chop Tees. Check that out if you want to support the show. I love the interactions we get on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok.
All of them.
Check all that out. If you want to email us. You can call the show, or you can email us at trekcasttng@gmail.com, or you can send me, Strongbeard, an email at strongbeard1701 at gmail.com. So
Cool.
don't forget to join us next week when we review the episode through the lens of time.
Yep. And that'll be the halfway point. So
That's crazy.
all right. Well, catch you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines, so I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?